Under the glowing full moon of Crow Hollow Village, the night was spooky, but festive. Lanterns flickered, the wind swayed softly, and zombies were trying their best to hang banners. Meanwhile, a skeleton climbed a ladder, which snapped, and he simply laughed as his bones clattered apart. The entire village was preparing for something very special. The witch? Grimilla's wedding. Inside her crooked little room, Grimilla stood in front of her cracked mirror. She attempted to apply purple lipstick, but it melted into dripping slime. She sighed and wiped it away. She tried to smile proudly, but her reflection cracked the mirror even more. Amazing, she whispered dramatically. Across the village, the groom Gabo was practicing being elegant. He smiled into a dusty glass, and all his teeth fell out. He quickly stuck them back in. He tried again. I love Grimilla, but his voice squeaked like a rubber balloon. Outside, decorations were chaos. Ghost children tried tying ribbons, but the ribbons floated away with them. A skeleton carrying a lantern lost his arm, but the arm kept holding the lantern up anyway. A zombie stepped on the wedding cake and whispered proudly, "Everything is perfect." Back in her room, Grimilla placed her shimmering purple veil. Her broom sparked tiny flames. A helpful ghost blew cool air, accidentally freezing her veil solid for 2 seconds. Glass shatter sound, and then it returned to normal. Everyone pretended nothing happened. Gabo attempted a majestic entrance by riding a giant bat. The bat refused. He ended up walking, holding the bat like a stubborn pet. The crow priest just stared, disappointed. The priest rehearsed his lines on a tiny podium. "Do you promise to?" His voice cracked. He coughed, and a bunch of feathers exploded out of him. The ghost orchestra began playing music terribly. One ghost got stuck inside the tuba, stretched like jelly. Guests arrived. A mummy twirled in, accidentally unwrapping itself. A skeleton clapped politely. A ghost ant cried ectoplasm. Then the moment came. The aisle was covered with soft, screaming flowers. Grimilla walked slowly. Villagers whispered, "Woo, ooh." Gabo saw her and fainted face first. The villagers still clapped politely. The priest woke him with a soft wing slap that made a ridiculously loud smack sound. Gabo sat up quickly. "I was just resting my soul." The vows began. Grimilla spoke with confidence. Thunder echoed. Hats flew off villagers' heads. Gabo tried his vow, but hiccuped. Each hiccup shot tiny sparks. A confused zombie kept saying, "I object," until the priest stared him into silence. Then came the rings. They were tiny, enchanted snakes. The snake ring curled lovingly around Grimilla's hand. Gabo was scared, but he accepted. A quiet, emotional moment passed. Even the ghosts held their breath. The priest raised his wings. "No, let the magic of your hearts connect." Grimilla and Gobble lifted their hands, but did not touch. A glowing purple heart spark floated between them. It shimmered, spreading soft glitter lights through the entire village. The screaming flowers hummed. Lanterns glowed warm gold. Purple sparkles fell softly from the moon. Everyone clapped, and a skeleton's hand fell off again. Music began. A cute, spooky celebration dance. Skeletons tapped, ghosts floated and spun. Zombies did a clumsy robot dance. A mummy waved ribbons like a performer. Grimele and Gobbo danced gently, keeping distance but sharing the sweetest eye contact. Even the priest did a tiny grandpa dance. The camera lifted into the sky. The village glowed in purple lights. Bat-shaped fireworks fluttered across the night. Text appeared. Love doesn't need perfect looks, just perfect heart magic. They lived spookily ever after. Fade out.